What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kai back with another video, and today we're going to be going over the NBA 2K26 Community Day gameplay. Now, I just finished watching Joe No's Joe No's interview with Mike Wang, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I did the reaction video to it, but now we're going over the gameplay of the 2K26 Community Day. I'm going to watch Joe No first, because, I was already on his channel, first thing that popped up, but we're going to be going over a lot of gameplay from Community Day. Almost everybody that was there that I can find, a bunch of good players, and seeing people's reactions and their thoughts on the game, their feedback that they gave. So let's get right into it.
The highly anticipated annual gameplay breakdown video. We're going to be going over everything gameplay related inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26. We'll be talking
Already, that's, hold on, let me see.
The anticipated annual gameplay breakdown video. We're going to be going over everything.
That speed boost right there, not even nothing crazy, but that already looks better than KD's dribble style in 2K25. If you played with KD in 2K25, he does like a little stutter step before he even speed boosts, and he doesn't even move fast at all. This looked like he got a little speed to him for a 6'11 player, 6'10, 6'11, whatever they got KD at on his game. He got some speed to him, and that's a pretty decent dribble style, I'm not gonna lie.
Gameplay related inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26. We'll be talking about the no RNG pure window shooting from both 3-point and mid-range.
I don't know if it's on rookie. He just shot over him.
Layups and how
That's might be on rookie.
Oh,
the green window looks
The new
big.
dunk meter. We're able to see the green window again, but is it any good? We're going to be talking about dribbling. Can tall build?
Whoa!
Of course, we've got to cover on.
Oh my God, I'm back.
Dribbling. Can tall
Oh my God, look at that.
Again. Of course, we've got to cover on-ball defense for all you locks out there. Paint defense, rebounding. We got everything you need when it comes to 2K26 gameplay. I'm also going to be posting some unedited.
Oh my God.
Full game.
Oh, if they keep the game like this, I'm going crazy. He's moving fast. He's just doing a Curry side. He's moving fast.
Video for me. Let's try to get this video to 20,000 likes. Let's get into this NBA 2K26 gameplay breakdown.
Okay, so if this is, hold on, let me go right back to that real quick. If this is not on rookie, this is good. I think Embiid got like an 85 stand dunk from, I'm going from 2K25, but Embiid has an 85 stand dunk. He got a guard on him, and he has a big stand dunk meter. I'm assuming when the center's on you, is going to be a lot smaller, like a center with defense, but this is like a thing, what's the cell, like 6'3", 6'5". He's 1 or 2. The stand dunk meter is pretty big. It's looking good.
26 gameplay breakdown. Alright, first things first, all the play now clips in this video are on Hall of Fame difficulty. We're going to start off with some dribbling in the Learn 2K core. I don't know what the difficulty was on in there because whites were going in, but the play now clips are all on Hall of Fame. Alright, let's start this off with dribbling. A lot of questions to be answered.
Oh my God. Bro, that looks crazy.
Let's talk about it. First thing to remember, these are NBA players. They do not have optimized SIGs. You cannot change their...
And that's the crazy thing. Look at them.
De'Aaron Fox has De'Aaron Fox 6, etc. But the gameplay you're going to see tomorrow, I can't really speak on it, but it's with the My Players, and in the test builder, you...
Oh, momentum is back? Oh my God.
It is a night and day difference from how the NBA players move to how you can move when you're able to change your SIGs. But this will give you at least a general idea of how it looks, and you know how people are bursting.
I'm not gonna lie, just from the dribbling, this game looks amazing. This game, I'm not gonna lie, this game looks crazy.
Are gonna be like, bro, like, are the big builds bursting again? And yes, you can speed boost on big builds. It's a night and day difference.
Shay's 6'7", he's getting a good little speed boost.
And people might say, oh, what about the small guards? And yes, the small guards can fly. They can really change stuff together.
Look how fast he's doing the Curry side.
Going to find some glitchy stuff. You see, you could spam behind the backs.
Bro, look how fast that is.
Escapes. There's some really, really good launchy behind the backs now, and you can start to combo those with like explosive behind the backs and momentum behind the backs. And you see, I mean, that's 6.
Oh, he said he had no difficulties on. That whole meter green. There's got to be on rookie. This Curry, the whole meter's green.
Backs and momentum behind the backs. And you see, I mean, that's 6'11" Kevin Durant. Changing directions on a dime. You guys are starting to see some of the momentum crossovers. Now, I do want to mention, there's only so many hours in the day at Community Day that you can't really, like, fully focus on everything. And my boy Young Dirk was really focused on dribbling, so he sent me all these clips in the Learn 2K. So I'm going to leave the link to his dribble tutorial down below if you want to see more about dribbling after you finish this video.
Definitely go check that out.
Shout out to Young Dirk for hooking me up with the clips. I did get some dribble clips, but like I wasn't gonna spend a few hours on it when I knew other people were doing it. I wanted to focus on other areas of the game so we could get as much information as possible. But what's really nice to see is all these different NBA players have different dribble styles. You know, like Curry has his, Fox has his, Kevin Durant has his, Jimmy Butler has his, etc. And they can all speed boost, and that's just a breath of fresh air. Because I feel like in past 2Ks it was like only 1 or 2 dribble styles could really burst cleanly. So it was like you were forced to use them. Now there's probably gonna end up being like a couple that are better than all the other ones. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like before it was like no matter what, if you weren't using Darius Garland last year, you had a hitch run out or just you had a no burst run out of dribble moves. It looks like there's multiple dribble styles now that can burst. And again, this isn't even with optimal SIGs to go with the dribble style. This is just what the NBA players have on. So just wait till tomorrow when y'all can see
that looks like
players are moving. Now I'm definitely interested in your thoughts on the dribbling from what you've seen here. So
that kind of look like 2K. I think it's 16.
Let's start the discussion. That is the Scottie Pippen behind the back that Mike was talking about. You know, they added some explosive kind of behind the back dribble moves into the
dunks look way faster, way more fluid.
There's also, I think the Kobe White one felt pretty good.
Trae Young's fan.
With it. Now I know a lot of you guys probably want my opinion on dribbling. So here it is. I spent a fraction of the time dribbling as other creators. Like Dirk and Koza and other creators, they spent majority of the day dribbling. I spent probably 20, 30 minutes, tried it out, and then went to go get other information. But here's what I felt. It felt much more explosive than last year.
This looks beautiful. Oh, ads? Let's get, come on, get out of my way, get out of my way. Come on, 2K26 gameplay.
Felt much more dynamic and like you had more burst, you had more pop with the ball in your hands. It felt like you could chain things together much more quickly. And most importantly for me personally, it just felt more fun. Now I understand the bar from 2K25 was set extremely low, so to say it was better or more fun than that is like, well, you know, you're not really saying much.
But that move right there looks so crazy.
That's just how I felt. Like dribbling.
Look how fast look at this. Like just imagine doing that left, right, left. Like that's gonna be crazy.
2K25. So we'll see how the game feels at the official launch date. Because remember last year, people at Community Day found certain ways to speed boost dribbling wise, and then it was removed by the time the actual game came out. So hopefully that's not the case this year.
Don't do that.
Hopefully all this stuff people are finding and ways to burst and be dynamic and be explosive off the dribble. Hopefully all that stuff is there at launch, and then we could really dive into it as a community and find some crazy stuff. But that's enough about dribbling. Let's move on to some other gameplay aspects. All right, let's talk about shooting and shot contest. Got a bunch of clips here. Some are going to be open, some contested, some
I do like that you can shoot over. That's what it looked like. He said it's on Hall of Fame, so
you guys can kind of start to assess, you know, how the shooting looks, how
he's
the
hitting.
System looks, and get your thoughts.
Right off. I noticed. Wait, was this the same?
Just take a
look at this. Hold on.
Let it play.
This is limitless range. Now 2K25, limitless range. I feel like it didn't work. This, I don't know. I feel like that's a little less. The court look a little. I don't know if it's smaller. I don't know. But limitless range, it was hard. I feel like it was harder to hit from where KD is standing at right now. I feel like it was harder. Something's different. I don't know if the player models are bigger or what it is. Maybe it's like bigger from last year, because last year I think they made the player model smaller. But yeah, where KD is at right now, I feel like it was harder to shoot than just being right on the line. So it looks like limitless range is back.
You guys can kind of start to assess, you know, how the shooting looks, how the contest system looks, and get your thoughts down below in the comments. I will say a few things. I know people are going to ask about RNG and the pure green window and how did it feel and blah, blah, blah.
What's where you shooting from? Oh, my God.
Hours that I was playing the game, so I also had to get, you know, my builder stuff done and all that. But the green window definitely felt more precise.
Okay, hold on. We got to look at that.
And all that.
That was a 35 early on the, I think it was the bot.
Green
Not bad.
Definitely felt more precise. Like when you got it right, it was green. But when you got it wrong, it was earlier. It was late. Like you were.
He did a green and rebound with Curry.
Like if you were slightly off, it was doinking. So when I talked to Mike in that interview I did with him,
KD shot on look.
If he could compare it to anything,
it looks way faster than last year. Last year his shot was you had to hold it forever. Curry, I thought he hit that. So.
Just because of, you know,
Curry shot fast again.
The pure green window. But it is, you got to be more precise than you were.
Yeah, he just shooting over.
I did feel that. Now,
Moody, it looked like.
A few hours. We'll see how it plays out when the game actually drops.
No way.
Oh,
okay, I would say.
Was player height really matters.
Oh wait.
On the shooting, you know, the taller builds, depth. But another thing that
I didn't even realize this.
And obviously, it's just a few hours. You got to be more precise.
Instant greens are back, and now you can have the instant green with your timing, the coverage, the distance. So I'm assuming that the instant green with the shot feedback is back. I didn't even notice this at the beginning. That's big.
Than you were on 24, and I did feel that. Now, obviously, it's just a few hours. We'll see how it plays out when the game actually drops. But another thing that was noticeable was player height really matters.
See, I feel like people are gonna be, when you really get the game, people gonna be grinning at. It's gonna be crazy.
Tested less than the shorter builds.
Open.
And Kevin Durant was an absolute god because of that. I mean, KD was insane on this. All right, we're going to switch gears over to mid-range a little bit here. And I'll be honest with you, the mid-range felt really, really good. Tested it with KD, Shea. I think there's maybe like a Curry clip, a Luka clip. Like, definitely shot a few middies here and there, but was definitely using it a lot with Kevin Durant, just trying to just see how the contest system was registering. I had somebody using Shea on the other team, and then I was using KD, and we basically tested mid-range for like a good 10, 15 minutes straight. They feel really, really good. I know they were good on 25. They feel really good on 26. They feel really, really good. I know they were good on 25. They feel really good on 26. And again, the height thing, I know I'm harping on it a lot, but like, you start to see how people are, you know, you saw in the dribbling in the beginning of this video, right? Like, people are able to move now on the bigger players, and that wasn't even my players. Like I said, that was NBA players, and you were still
this game looks amazing.
And doing all that. Then you combine it with the fact that you're really like shooting over.
Game might got me this year. Game looks amazing.
You might actually see a back and forth this year of small guards and big guards.
Everything just looks so fluid and looks so like, it don't look like clunky like 2K25. 2K25 looked real,
what I will say about shot contests is they definitely
like slow and clunky. Oh, I got like a Luka. No, Luka, no, your shot is still baited.
Stronger than 2K25. 2K25 to me felt like
they still got Luka. He's skinny now. He should be moving fast. They still got Luka moving a little slow. His shot a little baited, but
praying for a contest. Like 90% of stuff just
we'll see when I get my hands on it.
Didn't feel like that on this game.
I'm about to say, if that was green, this game would have been done already.
Most contests were happening like in past 2Ks. If a dude had his hand down, especially against a guy like Durant, who's so
26?
2Ks. If a dude had his hand down, especially.
No, this. I'm not gonna lie, this might be crazy. If this is a 26, that was an early, but 26, I know what J-Dub is 6'7", something like that. KD's 6'11", but that a jumping in a 26. Now I don't know if 26, if you can green almost everything, back in like 2K21 and 2K22, 26s weren't that high of contest. Now I don't know. It's yellow right here, so I don't know if they're going back to that. But if you can green everything, a 26 might not be much. I don't know.
But even other players
he jumped out. That should be a heavy.
It would say open if their hand was down. So if they reached and you shot it, it said open. If they jump, but they were, you know, super late getting out to you.
Oh, we going so crazy this year.
Created enough space, like on that fade over.
And KD got Kobe.
If they, you know, if they're under you and they get
Kobe
a
jab
face or near where the ball was, or they jump in time to get there before you release the ball.
Bro, this is crazy.
They register some type of contest. Now let's talk about rhythm shooting, the new rhythm shooting system. Right? Apparently, you only have to green the tempo.
I need to see an example of this.
Confirmed, because you're about to see a couple clips of it. And I don't know how I feel about it.
Whoa!
You know, apparently, if you don't. You're about to see a couple clips of it, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh yeah, I'm back. It's over. The game's over. I'm back. I'm about to dominate. He just shot from half.
You know, apparently if you don't,
and he only greened the not green the timing is so crazy.
To green the tempo, but as long as you just green the tempo,
not green the timing and green the tempos.
And I'll be honest, without the meter, it's kind of like, man, he's making whites is kind of what I feel like. You know, even though I understand the system is different, but when you turn the meter on and see it visually.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, yo. This is crazy. Oh, man.
Meter on and see it visually. I mean, I'll be honest. It hurts my
That's not good. That is
a 3/4 bar shot, but I understand the logic is different now.
That's not good.
But I think we're all like ingrained in the 2K25 rhythm shooting system.
No, I mean no 2K is that good. That's not good.
Bumps. You see right here, Lou Dort cuts off Kevin Durant coming up the court, and they get a physical body up cut off.
Good jump. It's only 4%.
If someone's
I'll tell Lou Dort.
If a dribbler is moving, and you cut them off, you will get a bump, physical body up bump. But a big difference I noticed was on 2K25. If someone was standstill dribbling at the top of the key,
Oh, he just got walled by Luka.
Against them and interrupt that dribble.
I actually didn't really notice that clip before, but Kyrie got walled by Luka. I mean, this. Now, if you imagine he got blocked, and Kyrie got like at least a 97 layup. So no stand to the Euro. He got walled up by Luka. It's a block. That's. So it looks like if you're right at the right spot on defense, it's good. But that don't look like the OP finishing that they were talking about. So I gotta see it. Scoopers looking like they're back. Oh my God, Braun is back. Look at the speed of Braun.
Basically run up to them, smash into them, and interrupt their whole dribble combo, and it would put their player in like a bump animation. Didn't feel like that on.
I know I'm going back a lot. I know I'm pausing a lot.
Interrupt their whole dribble combo, and it would put their.
I'm not gonna lie. I might win everything in Prom again this year. I'm not gonna lie. Back in 2K21-22, I used to dominate. Me and TB. We did this. What we made our money off of.
Smash into him and interrupt.
Doing this right here made me a lot of money. But this, I mean, I don't really like the way that looked right there because he's reaching with his left hand behind, like literally behind his back, nowhere near the ball, and he's getting the steal. And I know Luka doesn't have a high steal, so I don't know if I like that. That might be a little crazy.
Player in like a bump animation. Didn't feel like that on this game until they started moving. Once they started to try to burst past you left or right or try to drive to the basket or whatever, then if you were running with them, then there would be some type of body-up collision. But we'll have to see, how that plays out throughout the year. Definitely was a noticeable difference, in my opinion. Last quick thing for perimeter defense bumps. Off the little push cross here, into the defender's leg, lose the ball. I know a lot of people are like anti-push cross, anti-De'Aaron Fox crossover. Well, position yourself correctly.
I do like that.
You could be knocking that ball free without even having to reach. All right, let's talk about layups. We know
hey now.
Layups and slow-mo.
Oh, Scoopers are back.
Layup stuff they're
Let me see.
So let's talk about it. Layups definitely felt much improved from 2K25, but that's not saying much. Layups were pretty awful in 2K25. Definitely felt much improved from 2K25, but that's not saying much.
That's on Ant. Giannis Ant got no stam. But look at this. This is halfway filled, 60%, and the whole meter just go green. What?
2K25. Size matters. You saw that one right there with Giannis. You're going to see some with Trey, Luka.
Oh, okay, I thought he made that. But, I mean, that's a big green window.
The bigger players definitely could go up with more 50-50 takes, and the green window would stay a bit bigger than the smaller players.
Hey.
But overall, whether it was Trey...
Yeah, if that's not Hall of Fame, we're I'm not going to lie. Layups are pretty good.
Window, I know it was an old feature. Like, we had it in 2K24, then they got rid of it, they brought it back. I'm not hyping it up like, whoa, like this is... But it's just nice to be able to see it, not only to help...
I'm going to hype it up. Being able to see the green meter... Beautiful thing. We took it for granted. We got it back. It's beautiful. Please never take that out again.
You know when to release the timing of the layup, but also so you know what's a good take and a bad take, and help you understand what you can and can't go up.
Hey now.
Now let's talk about driving dunks. All right, dunk meter. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this.
That's definitely greenable.
First thing I'll say, size matters again. It felt like the bigger players got more consistent green windows. Some concerning things was I still feel like there's some kinks that need to be worked out in terms of the dunk meter. I have a couple of specific clips coming up here in just a second, and I did bring it to their attention, and I'm sure other people did as well at Community Day. And as we know,
it looks good.
We saw last year, they definitely make changes after Community Day. Last year they nerfed builds and
okay, that had no green in there.
Speed boost animations and stuff, but check out a couple of these animations. You're gonna see me beat the defender, or whoever I'm playing against gets past me, and we're just driving to the basket. Like right here, Ant Edwards slides through, has a clear path to the hoop. By the time he goes up with the dunk, and the dunk window stays small. So that's a little.
That's considered.
I feel like
that's considered a contact dunk, though. So I'm not really mad.
Small. Clear path.
This is the contact dunk animation starting from here, so I'm not really mad at this. It adds some green window to it. I'm not mad at that. I'm personally.
So that's a little alarming to me. I feel like there's still some kinks to definitely work out. Like this one right here, it's a clean drive, blew by the defender, clean line at the hoop, but because when I started the dunk, maybe.
Yeah, that's how it was in the old 2Ks. I'm not mad at that. But Giannis.
There's definitely some stuff to still fix. But even with that being said, we were still getting some nice contact dunks at times. You know, sometimes the green windows were big, sometimes they were small, so definitely figuring out exactly how the logic works. But something I definitely like is when they take you out of the dunk meter, you turn it into a layup, and it's usually a pretty greenable layup. So I feel like that is a nice change. Instead of it just being like, I went up for a dunk meter, they took me out of the dunk meter, and now the play is cooked.
Let me see.
It's like, nah, in real life, it's like, oh, I want
Oh my god, he tried to throw it on him.
hit, so I'm gonna, you know,
That's a
adjust
1B.
my body and be able to turn it.
Oh yeah, no, this game is cooked. Jaw dunking on Wemby. This game's cooked.
I'm not really sure.
Okay, never mind. Okay,
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure. I need to see more, and I need to see what kind of changes are tweaked by.
Come on, get out of my way. I'm trying to watch some 2K26.
The time the game launches. Let's move on to interior defense and standing dunks. There's
oh my god, he
crazy interior defense animations. Like,
I think I injured.
There's definitely some crazy.
I haven't seen an injury in 2K in forever.
Interior defense animations. Like, look at this one. By
Whoa.
My, I mean, to be fair, it's Rudy and Wemby. They have great interior defense.
Okay,
stats,
let's see.
But
oh no, that's good.
Really get some crazy stops. Now, wide open standing meter dunks. You see how big the green window is, and then even like standing meter dunks against smaller defenders. Like
okay, smaller. Okay.
See the size.
I need to see against a center. Ubre 6'7".
Like you could get crazy stops, but
okay.
you can also get crazy dunks.
I need to see center on center.
I'm not really sure. Like we'll have to see how it plays out.
Big on big. There we go. Let me see. I just look. No.
But you could also, if you went up with the standing dunk and they weren't entirely properly positioned, you would just boom it on. Also, a little detail I noticed right here was as Joel was backing down Wemby. Look at when Wemby jumped, his hand was behind. Like Joel pinned him so deep in the dead zone that when he jumped, his hand hit the back of the backboard and it registered open. I feel like in past games, sometimes if you did that, it would still. No,
I don't know if I like that. That's a little too crazy. Wemby has 99 block, 99 interior damn there, and he's getting dunked on by Embiid. Embiid only got 85 stand dunk, and that was last year, so it might be lower or whatever. But
animations I was getting is like you could definitely go crazy with the interior stops as well. Like here's one.
Okay, that's a good one. I mean, that's.
I'm not really sure which one's gonna be better.
50-50. I gotta see.
Definitely felt viable at least.
They really got injured.
Last thing, rebounding. You can turn off the green feedback in the player HUD. I did notice that. I know some people have been asking that, but as you can see here, you don't have to green the rebound to get it. You know, Mike has already talked about that, but just so people could be clear about that.
Hey, now,
even here, I'm on Jokic. I green the rebound, and my teammate grabs it instead of me. So
okay.
Automatically
the rebound animations look different.
Green feedback looks like.
Something just feels like a little.
But if you guys want to see
raw,
unedited footage of the first part game in NBA 2K26,
I'm not gonna lie, this game is looking amazing, looking like a big W. It's looking like one of the better 2Ks in the last few years. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited. It's looking great. But we're gonna watch some other people's gameplay, watch a lot of other reactions and feedback from the game. But this game looks amazing. That's it for this video. It's your boy Kai, and I'm out.